So after what you watched yesterday, you should understand that when the question is asking you to optimize, right, you're looking for either the maximum area or the minimum perimeter. Usually one of them is given to you. So if they're asking you to maximize area, they must give you the perimeter. And this is where you're gonna have to start with. Okay? So again, we said that the shape that we're gonna be using is a square shape, right? Because when you're optimizing, the square is the one that's gonna give you your optimal value. So looking at a square, what would be the formula of the perimeter and the formula of the area of a square? Sorry? Area squared. And the perimeter is 4. And these are the formulas that you're going to have to use to solve your problem. Okay? So if the question is asking you, without drawing the rectangular enclosures, use what you have learned above to determine the optimal area or perimeter for the problem. If they gave you a perimeter of 100 meters, then you're trying to what? To find the maximum area, right? So because they gave you the perimeter, you have to find the maximum area, right? So I know the perimeter. What formula do I start with? The perimeter formula. Whatever is given to me is the formula that I'm going to start with. I know the perimeter, which is P. I'm going to have to solve for the length that gives me that perimeter. Make sense? Yeah. And that length, which we call the dimension, you're gonna input them into the area formula to find your maximum area. Okay? So let's see how that's gonna work. So because the perimeter is given to me, I'm gonna use P equals to 4L. I know P is 100. To solve for L, what do I have to do? Divide by what? 4. By 4. So 100 divided by 4 is 25. So a side length of 25, so basically 25 by 25 is going to give me the maximum area. Okay? So when I'm looking at a square, 25 by 25, that's going to give me the maximum area. What would the maximum area be? What would the area be? What's the formula for an area of a square?
The square.
25 square, which is? 625?
Yeah.
So the important part is, number one, to understand that the question is asking you to optimize, which means it's asking you to use your the square shape. Okay. The second important thing is you need to know, because the perimeter is given to me, I'm going to have to start with the perimeter formula to solve for my side, and then I'm going to use the side to find the area. Okay? Now, what if you have an area in your square? What are you trying to optimize? Optimize the perimeter, and that means I'm looking for what? Maximum perimeter or minimum perimeter?
Minimum.
Good. Okay? Because I'm giving the area, what formula do I start with? With area. And the area that's given to me is 49. How do I solve for L?
So let's use square root.
Square root, because the opposite of square is square root.
That's 7.
Good. So that means I figured that my length is 7 meter by 7 meter. I'm trying to optimize or minimize the perimeter. Perimeter is 4 times L.
7.
So that means it's 4 times 7, which is 28 meters. Okay? One of them has to be given to you, either the perimeter or the area. They have to give you one or the other. Are we all good with that? Okay. Excellent. So now we're going to move to something that is a little bit more advanced than this. So this is the case where I don't have any restrictions. It's just a simple, basically it's just a simple square or a rectangle, and then you find it. Okay? So let me add. Go back here. So this is the second half of the lesson. So you guys haven't had, like, I didn't post a video for that because I wanted to do that with you. But this basically goes over, example 1 and 2 would be going over what I just did with you, and then example 3 would be a little bit different. So, among all rectangles with a given perimeter, a blank has a maximum area, a square. Among all rectangles with a given area, a blank has a minimum perimeter.
A square.
What dimensions produce an optimal area of a rectangle with a perimeter of 20 meters? What is the maximum area?
5 by 5. 25.
You did not show me any work. You get half a mark. Good. Okay. What's the question asking you to do?
It's asking what is the maximum area?
Before that, what does it ask you to do?
What dimension produces an optimal area?
So you're looking for dimensions,
Right.
right? That produces the optimal area, which means the maximum area, right? So these are the things I'm looking for. I'm looking for dimensions, and then it has to produce the maximum area. What is given to me?
We're given the 20
Perimeter.
meters.
The 20 meters, which is a perimeter. So that's the given. Okay? Good. So what formula do I start with?
The perimeter.
The perimeter. So because I know it's a rectangle, so it has to be a square. That's the only one that's going to give me a maximum area. So the perimeter is going to be 4 times L. The perimeter is 20. Divide by 4 both sides, so that's going to be 5 equals to L. 5 meters, right? So that answers the first part of the question, right? So the dimension that will produce maximum area with perimeter of 20 meter is 5 meters by 5 meters. Now that only answers the first part of the question. The second part of the question is asking you to find the maximum area. So, to find the maximum area, what's the area of a square?
L square.
25 what?
Meters square.
Good. So the maximum area